Welcome to the College Football Playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd and a raucous environment. This is a very intriguing matchup. One team that earned the right to host this game and enjoy tremendous crowd support against another team that slipped into the playoff, trying to establish a tradition now of upsets in the first round of the CFP. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Florida Gators, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They'll run it from the gun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. An effective play, good for a first down at the 35.
What a great throw here and an even better catch by this Notre Dame wide receiver. And Chris, let's be honest. If Notre Dame's going to become this top 5 team, this consistent brand, this is where they've got to make their biggest strides. The ability to make plays downfield and have the speed to be able to play with the big boys in college football.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Fights through the tackle. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. When the tackle is made, the defense was ready for that screen. They stop him short of the first down.
Well, you just got to give the offense some credit here. Yeah, it's going to be fourth down, but at least they've given themselves a chance here with such positive yards on that third down play. Now they've got to make a decision.
Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Takes the toss, heads to his right. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed, the ability to diagnose the play blows it up.
Important second down play coming up. Ball handed off. Gets some space around the 30. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. Well, he finally goes out of bounds down inside the 10, but that play sets up this offense in good scoring position.
It sure does. What a great play of creating momentum for this offense. Now you want to see if they give this back a chance to put it into the end zone now that they're first and goal.
It's a run to the left. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. He's going to hand this off. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Strong defense. They stop him right near the line of scrimmage. The Gators looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. Green grass ahead. Past the 50. Hard running there, breaking tackles. Tackled all the way down to the 25-yard line. Suddenly, they're in great position to get points.
And this guy is as fast as there is in college football, and it's so much fun to watch him when he gets out in space with room to go. And you just know the home crowd is loving this.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And that one's picked off. What a play. Going the other way. Can they catch him? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, this is the chance you take throwing the football in these conditions. I don't know if the quarterback ever had a real good grip on the ball in the snow, puts it up in the air, and the defense is able to come up with a pick.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Catch made on the left side. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Inside the 45. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They call the counter play here. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0.
That makes the score Florida 7, Notre Dame 0.
Now they get set to kick it away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. He's running out of time here. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
A tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Tries the right with a quick throw. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical 3rd down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to 4th down.
Coverage team brings down the returner. Florida offense retakes the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. He'll take a deep shot here. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. So 2nd down after the incompletion. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The tight end has got it. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Nice find there by the quarterback on 3rd down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on 3rd down. Being a good 3rd down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Boy, nice first down here by this running back, and what he's doing today makes me reflect on some of the great backs that they've had over the years in Gainesville. Emmitt Smith, arguably one of the best backs, if not the best back in the history of the game. Dameon Pierce more recently, but even guys like Eric Rhett and Fred Taylor, just really talented running backs with the ability to take it to the house.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Now they'll run it on the toss. Finding space at the 20. Mostly out of bounds, close to the end zone. The Gators come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Backed up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal. Trying to find the end zone off the right side. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Receiver makes the grab. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. He'll hand it off. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
What a surprise. Notre Dame running the football for another first down. Seems like we've been saying that for decades and decades. The ability to run the football, not just the backs that stand out to me when you think about Notre Dame's history. It's especially true about the line of scrimmage and those big offensive linemen opening up those holes.
And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
How about this, Chris? The safety reads the quarterback's eyes perfectly and saw the throw before it even happened. If you're the quarterback, that's why it's so important to look those safeties off so they can't break on your throws.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Running out of time in the pocket. That'll be a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play for this defense. Not only do they get a couple points, they get the football back as well. That should give these guys a spark and some momentum.
Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. They bring him down to the 41. The return team does a solid job there. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. The shotgun handoff here. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. And the Gators come to the line in the hurry up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Defense is coming after him. Down he goes. A sack.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark. See if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
Turner brought down. Sets up the next drive. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the wideout goes in motion. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's looking to make a big play downfield. So we reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And he's going to launch it deep again. The pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB.
Oh, how I love when this happens. The big dog up front is working hard and snatched his opportunity. Good for him.
And the Gators offense retakes the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Looking to throw. It's Daly. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his 2nd touchdown reception in this football game.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Florida 30, Notre Dame 0.
This one will be fair caught. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Extending the play now. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Second down, looking to throw it. And looking for a big play here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. An explosive play, big gain across midfield to the 42. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking to scramble. Short throw complete to the tight end. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. Offense getting set. It's second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, he can't hang on. What an opportunity to score there. Instead, incomplete and third down. The second down incompletion sets up 3rd and inches. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack because right now, this isn't working.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play put in the scoring position before the half. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. Offense right to the line. Playing with tempo now. They'll try the right here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Offense in hurry-up mode. To throw, it's Daly. It's complete. He's found some room at the 45. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
First down. They're going to throw the football. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Finding space at the 20. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Gators lining up here on 1st and 10. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. First down, looking to throw the ball. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. The defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. One more play before they head to the locker room. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So on 2nd down, they'll try out the field goal again, trying to get 3 before halftime. And he knocks it right through the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has to recover. Looks like the hands team did its job. Meadow's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Returner looking to make a play here. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Florida offense retakes the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. And they'll tackle at about the 23-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Heading left after the handoff. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Breaking free at midfield. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
They'll hand it off. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. This offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on. That's a pretty good effort by this defense to come up with that loss. Let's face it, it has been a really long game for these guys, but I love that they've not given up and they're still out there fighting.
Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. He made good on his first attempt, but this one is from 47 yards away. The attempt is no good. He missed it. That's just a minor blip there, what's been a thoroughly one-sided dominance.
Oh, off the upright there. Boy, he hit it clean. It was end over end. I thought it had a real chance, and the ball just kind of kept moving on him, and then doink, right off the upright.
The pocket breaking down, and they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Second down after that previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Tough spot. The offense has to convert the third and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. Keeper for the first. Can he reach the end zone? Touchdown, Florida. And this one is getting ugly. Lining up to try the extra point. Kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. Two-back set, quarterback flanked by the backs. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw testing the middle. And he's got his man open downfield. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The offense still out there. They're going for 2 here. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's picked off in the end zone.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
40, Notre Dame 6.
Not a long kickoff, fielded just inside the 25. And they've got the returner corralled. The Gators offense retakes the field. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down play coming up. To the air, it's Daly. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play.
Boy, that would have been a great pass on a beautiful sunny day, but in these elements, and that is a tough thing to do. Outstanding throw and catch.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
They look to throw it here on second down. Looking for the wideout. Over the middle. It's Pena. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy and keep this quarterback from running.
He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
Florida 47, Notre Dame 6.
Looks like the returner will try and field this one. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over.
Fighting Irish will take over. 1st and 10.
And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. And the defense make adjustments here. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Throws a bullet to the right. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Move right down the field for a touchdown. Gives it to the back. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? Offense operating from the pistol. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They're going to run it. Fights off a defender. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed. He also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Hands off to the left. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
This one is right through, and they add to their lead. Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Fighting Irish Irish offense comes back out onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Bringing pressure. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. He has first down yardage at the 46. A new set of downs after that completion. The quarterback making some changes at the line. On first down, it's play action. Looking to make a big play downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
And one final play before the end of the quarter. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Florida 50, Notre Dame 6.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this third down. Back to throw again. It's pulled in, completion on a diving catch. The tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I'm not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. Man, I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
And he makes it into the end zone to cut this lead a little more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. The Florida offense retakes the field. The last drive produced 3 points thanks to an excellent long-range field goal. Keeping it on the ground here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Breaking free at the 35. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
The Gators have 1st and 10 here. On the ground, it's Allen.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
You're pounding away with the running game. It's 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
They get him down, but that's a solid game. And the Gators will come to the line to crank up the tempo. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush. Well, the offense failed earlier in a 4th down attempt. They'll try it again here. Scanning the field. It's Daly. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. A big play for this defense.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself.
And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. 1st down and 10 now. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And now another deep ball here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Irish.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and reset their plan to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. You're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. 1st down here for this offense. To throw, it's Daly. And they heave it deep downfield. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Look out, he's got some space. Across midfield. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the 2nd half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and he can't come up with the catch in the end zone. It's going to be 2nd down now.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on second down. Quarterback looking to scramble. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Finds a man to the left, big catch downfield. They make the first down, brought down to the 31. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. The catch is made inside the 10. Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now 1st and goal. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Quarterback drops back. They're going to test the secondary. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
2nd and goal for the offense. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this one.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Here's a run call on 3rd and goal. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
You know, today's not been their day, but the thing that you can always hang your hat on is these guys are still competing. They come up with a touchdown here late in the 4th quarter. Can use that as hopefully some momentum into next week.
No problem with the snowy footing there. The PAT is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's long. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. The Gators offense retakes the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. The receiver makes the catch.
Well, these guys just won't let up. I mean, they already have this game out of reach. They have a big lead. They're still throwing the football and still just putting it on this defense every chance they get.
He'll take a deep shot here. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down. The offense going with the hurry up. As a design quarterback keeper. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27. The Gators come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Daly. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. And completion makes it 2nd and short. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock. After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's running out of time here. And the pass is incomplete. We're down to just 4 seconds remaining. The Gators looking to run some tempo here. Press coverage now from these DBs. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Running out of time in the pocket. And the pass falls incomplete as the game comes to a close. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of